Well, it's day 4. Last night was certainly something. Got a little wild at the end there. And we're feeling pretty rough this morning, but we're going to power through. Made it over to Fontainebleau. In the room here, I'll do a tour in a second. It's spectacular. We stayed here in December and loved it, and we had an offer, so I came back here. And this room is such I guess, a breath of fresh air from the Venetian room. The room we were in was just so dark, and this room is so bright. It's so nice. Not to mention the view over my shoulder. It's insane. Like I said, I'll do a tour. We're gonna go down and get some lunch. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. I have no idea, actually. We just took a nap, and the check-in line downstairs was huge. I don't even know how many people were in it. They were huge, but I got through the line in, I don't know, maybe less than 10 minutes, and they had a room available. I didn't try the $20 trick, but I did ask for an upgrade, and she said they're fully booked, which makes sense as how big the line was. So, all right, I'm gonna do a room tour now and then go down and get some lunch. All right, we're in 3135 or 3531, something like that. You come in here, it's the bathroom, toilet, sink. And I know this has been pointed out in other videos, but the makeup thing is not a white towel. I don't wear makeup, so I don't know about that. There's a robe and a shower that you could probably fit 10 to 12 people in. Not, maybe more. I'm in it right now. If you watch Walk With Me Tim, he did a video of the Fontainebleau and he counted himself in there. Bed, table. This is wrapped in leather. Very, very posh. This is also made of leather. And your slippers, another robe. They actually trust you with the hangers. They're not fake hangers. Mini bar. And then you have your own fridge drawer. And this is like a little wet bar. That's amazing. The branding on everything. And then little stir sticks. And the view. The pool is popping off right now. Might go down there later, but anyway, that's a room tour, and there's plenty of USB, USB-C, lighting controls. That was the thing at the Venetian. They just redid the room, but the lighting controls were annoying. They weren't like this. You didn't know what switch did what. It took me forever to figure out how to turn the lights off in the room, but it's pretty self-explanatory here. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, so that's it. That's the room tour. Oh, and a giant mirror with some coat hooks. Subscribe, guys. All right, bye. just checking in. It's night now. We're about to go down for dinner. We're going to KYU tonight, which is like specialized in like Japanese barbecue, kind of. I think wood-fired barbecue.
We've had it before.
Yeah, we've had it
really
before.
good.
It's good. But earlier we got lunch at the Tavern at the sports book.
First time.
First time there, and the food was really good. I got the chicken tenders, and at first I thought it was going to be chicken tender gate. If you remember Nacho Gate, when they had the 6 nachos for like $30, it was only 2 chicken tenders for $26, but turns out they were massive. Like
And so good. They were
yeah.
almost like tempura or something.
Yeah, they were so
good.
crispy and fresh and juicy. they were so good, and plenty. Like, it comes out and it looks like it's just 2, and you're like, what the hell? 2 chicken tenders for $20, $26, but it was more than enough. And then Heidi got the tomato soup, tomato bisque. Also amazing. That might have been the best thing the whole of the lunch. And it came with like a garlic bread on the side.
It was really good.
Yeah, the tomato soup was fantastic. And we did get the nachos. They're, I'm sure, no longer the 6 chips. It was a big pile of chips, chicken, cheese, refried beans.
It was really good.
And it came with jalapenos and salsa and sour cream on the side. Mm-hmm. So everything was good. The plates are so hot you couldn't even touch them.
Yeah.
So it seemed like everything was really fresh and good. The waitress was good. She was very nice. And after that, I played some craps. First time back at a table in a long time. And
full disclosure, on this trip, we promised we would not play slots because they literally rinse us every time. We did not take our advice last night, and the win got us good, but we're going to get it back.
Yes.
And I was poisoned last night because I drank a cocktail at Aft literally lost all memory after that.
So we went to Aft at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I got the spicy margarita, which is fantastic.
And Heidi got the jet fuel.
And I don't know what Heidi ordered, but it was literally like rocket fuel.
It was bad.
Because we were about to leave, they were closing, and they're like, "Can you please leave?" And I look at Heidi, I'm like, "Drink your drink."
And I should not have.
I took a sip of it, and it was literally like rocket fuel. I have no idea what she ordered. I'll have to look at the menu, but I understand why she wasn't drinking it. And if you,
so I was destroyed today.
Yeah, she was
destroyed.
So yeah, after lunch we played craps. Won up $80 in like a half hour. Mm-hmm. And the dealers were very nice.
Fun table.
It was a fun table. The dealers were funny. There was a couple good shooters. And then we just came back upstairs because this room is so comfortable. And we just like hung out and just looked out the window. If you look out the window.
We love Fontainebleau. And these rooms are spectacular.
I was feeling like down before because I was a little hungover. And you just look out the window and you're like, amazing. Like, and now you look
with
down,
the pool view
down there. Mm-hmm. And the bedding is so nice. The pillows are fantastic.
The room is so comfortable.
The pillows are on par with, I think, the Wynn pillows.
I think the rooms are on par with the Wynn.
The Wynn and here are very similar.
Yeah. Plus, we just love North Strip. I mean, we were Center Strip there for a bit. This trip, I also love Mandalay Bay because it's the first place we ever came. But North Strip, Resorts World, and Fontainebleau just have like a special place in our heart. I
know they get a lot of hate and that they're doing poorly, but I don't know how Fontainebleau can be doing poorly because it's slammed downstairs. Yeah. Resorts World, maybe I get their primary like conference. So if they don't have a conference going on, there's probably no one there. But we love hanging out up here.
Yep.
We even got Circus right there, which is always fun to go in.
And Peppermill, right?
But yeah, we'll probably go there this trip. Peppermill's got a
banging happy hour.
A banging happy hour. Mm-hmm. If you don't go there for happy hour, it's expensive, but
it's a great happy hour.
It's a great happy hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've just been hanging out in here. Over there. The bed is super comfortable, watching like playoff hockey and the draft. But now I think we're gonna go downstairs and
get after it.
Maybe some video poker, or maybe back on some craps, and then KYU for dinner.
Yep.
So we'll see you down there. We just played some blackjack. I was doing good, and then these two people came to the table.
Idiots.
Well, I mean, you got to learn, I guess. But she had a soft 16.
Not on your dollar.
Soft 16, and the dealer's showing a 3, and she stays, and then the dealer pulls a 20, and at that point I was up, so I'm like,
Everything went to hell in a handbag.
I'm only up $25, but I'm not going to sit there and...
No, let her learn on your dollar,
Yeah,
like I said.
so... All right, we're at the cashier, and then going to dinner. Chicken came with a spinach, like a braised spinach, in this. I don't even know what the sauce is, but the spinach is 10 out of 10.
Was it good?
10 out of 10.
What was your favorite?
The bao buns were like one of the best things I've ever ate.
The pork belly.
Yeah. But not that anything was bad. Everything was amazing. But the pork belly was my favorite. And then probably the rice and then the fried chicken. The fried chicken isn't that special, but the sauce makes it special.
Yeah, the sauce
You
is
basically
pretty...
just need the sauce and a spoon.
Yes.
And that's all you need.
Yes. For me, it was definitely the clay pot rice was delicious. It was exactly what I wanted today. But this is a beautiful place. Beautiful service. Excellent food. They really took care of you here. Highly recommend.
All right, we're back on the crabs after a great dinner at KYU. Really good. Highly recommend.
The service alone is...
Yeah, the service alone was fantastic, but we're on the crabs. Second time, quad sixes. We're at the Fontainebleau video poker.
That's hilarious.
All right. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I've got a sure thing if the jacks are better. But I also have 4 to a flush and 3 to a royal. So I have an app on my phone. I'm going to go through that and see what it says.
This place gives me pain and I'm sad and gray. Got this void in my chest that won't go away. It's time for something.
All right, take 2 because
We just gabbed for 30 minutes.
30 minutes
and guess who
and
wasn't
I
filming?
wasn't even recording.
Yeah.
Last anyway,
night.
we didn't close out last night's vlog. We went to dinner, fantastic, at Q, as I've now learned it's pronounced, because that's what it says on the menu. I've been calling it KYU for...
We tried to make it so much fancier.
Yeah. But it was very good.
Mm-hmm.
The pork belly bao buns might be the best thing I've ever ate in my life. They were outstanding. The clay pot rice, amazing, with duck in it. And the chicken, fantastic. But the service was the best. Our waiter was great. And the
spectacular.
manager, like, there was multiple managers that stopped over
Yeah.
and made sure everything was okay and just shot the shit with us, for lack of a better term, for like 10 minutes. But yeah, the service was great. I would check that place out if you haven't been.
Oh, and what we failed to say is we've had this once before, and it was good, but it was spectacular last night, and I don't know how things can go from what they were to even better, but that's a fact.
Yeah, we had
really
it in
should try
December
it.
of 24, and it was
So good.
okay. It was good, but this time it was like out of this world good. Then after that, went and played Bubble Craps.
Which we've decided we're not playing
Not
bubble
playing
craps
anymore.
anymore.
I'm just gonna stick to table craps.
Yeah.
Went and played table craps at a $25 minimum, which is a lot and scary, but
Takes balls.
the first two shooters didn't go well. The third guy hit some numbers for me, and then I basically left down $40. So, which was better than the 300 I was down at one point, and thankfully that guy hit some numbers. And then after that, we went back to the tavern and met the star of the night, which was Gino
from New Jersey?
New York.
New York.
New York. He's like straight out of The Sopranos.
His suit, his rings,
Yeah.
you can only imagine.
Yeah. He had this huge like lapel pin on the letter B. I don't know what it was for, but it was
The Bellagio,
yeah,
probably.
maybe the
It's like
Bellagio.
diamonds.
But he was awesome. We played video poker there next to him and talked to him. And
His
I
wife.
started talking to him because he noticed I was like having like thoughts about what to do on a hand, because I was 3 to a royal or 4 to a flush. And he's like, dude, you're betting quarters. Like, you're $1.25. What are you doing? Just go for it.
And of
I'm
course,
like,
he would say that because
Yeah.
they're staying at the Bellagio villas.
Yeah.
Their host put them up
Yeah.
there. So
So, yeah, sure enough, I went for it. I didn't get it, obviously, but I at least got my money back on the hand. But a little bit after that, hit quad sixes, a full
it
house,
was amazing.
and then 3 of a kind in 3 straight hands. And then I looked at Heidi, and I was like, I probably should move machines because this one's done paying out.
And I was like, no.
No, and one more time, 3 of a kind.
Yeah.
So, like, 4 hands in a row.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, now it's done. I moved to a different machine. First hand, 2 pair. Third hand, 3 of a kind, and I think 3 of a kind again. So it was like 5 or 7 hands in a row that got my money back from craps.
Isn't it nice to
So
end the night on a high point?
Yeah, we ended the night basically even.
Yeah.
Said goodbye to Gino. Shout out Gino.
Yeah. You're the best.
And then just came up to bed. And now it's a new day. We're going to go get breakfast.